Carpenter was probably one of the rudest humans that we've had.
From almost dying on her short and sweet tour, to being a voice actress in some of the biggest movies on the planet, these are 20 Sabrina Carpenter facts you didn't know. And first, since early childhood, Sabrina was simply obsessed with singing, so it's no surprise that she was already a Swiftie by the age of just 8.
Hi, I'm Sabrina, and somebody told me that they'd love to hear me sing this song, so I'm going to sing Picture to Burn. Hope you like it.
And all of Sabrina's family and friends saw the talent and drive she had, so they actively supported her since day one. They provided her with everything they could, such as quality sound, great visuals, and professional equipment. So since she was 9, she's been recording a lot of covers on YouTube, even though only 2 videos are actually available now. But now we're going to the drama, because back in the days, Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo had a really sweet friendship. They often left nice comments about each other and were friendly and supportive, and fans were loving it. Sabrina and Olivia were often compared as polar opposites, while being friends at the same time, just like sweet and sour, sun and moon, gold and silver, and much, much more.
Who are you most excited to see perform tonight?
Sabrina Carpenter.
But everything shifted in 2021, because sometimes a mutual ex can bring girls closer, but not this time. So Joshua Bassett literally made them enemies for the rest of their lives. Cause in early 2021, Olivia released Driver's License, where she sang about breaking up with an ex-boyfriend who started dating an older blonde. And this song was clearly about Sabrina, but Sabrina Carpenter didn't let it get to her. And later, she responded with her song, Skin, in which she addressed Olivia and said the blonde was simply the only rhyme that fit. But that wasn't the end of the drama, because later they couldn't share Taylor Swift. Taylor had a beef with Olivia over her song Deja Vu, and just a few months later, Sabrina started appearing on Taylor Swift's Eras tour, leaving Olivia with nothing. But Sabrina isn't as innocent as you might think, because sometimes you can spot some incredibly crazy lyrics in her songs.
Something that really was a beautiful and happy accident. On my last tour, I started doing these outros as part of a song that these were lyrics that never made it to the end of the song.
So it all started randomly and then turned into a habit. So here are the toughest ones.
Come right on me, I mean camaraderie. Said you're not in my time zone, but you wanna be. Wanna try out some freaky positions.
Have you ever tried this one?
And weird things are happening even at her concerts, because sometimes Sabrina gets really freaky.
BBC, I wish I had it in me. There's a double meaning if you dig deep.
But Sabrina is a complex person, because despite all of the crazy lyrics and freaky moments, she often comes across as casual and even shy in interviews.
Done something really crazy for the second line,
Okay,
but I don't think I can say it on camera.
Go on.
No.
Went to London cause I had a hot date.
Because I had a hot date, and then I would say like later I'm gonna get
Later I'm gonna get my pussy licked.
8. Oh my god, 8.
And going back to the drama, because the romance between Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan seemed like the most unexpected thing of 2024. Their relationship began at the end of 2023, and the couple immediately caught the attention of social media. And later, they often appeared at public events together. Sabrina and Barry's relationship seemed like a fairy tale, and literally everyone could feel the chemistry between them. But behind the scenes, things were going in a completely different direction, because Barry was too cold and distant. There were even times when he disappeared for several days, blaming it on filming, and Sabrina believed him, but fairy tales don't last forever.
And have split up after a year of dating. A ton of rumors began swirling that Barry cheated on Sabrina with an LA-based influencer named Brecky Hill.
So later, right during her tour, Sabrina received a photo of Barry hanging out with another woman, and as soon as fans found out, they went wild. There were literally millions of hateful comments and shaming, and the backlash was so intense that Barry even deactivated his Instagram account. So after a year of being together, they finally broke up, and I personally think it's for good. But now let's talk about Sabrina's childhood, because she grew up in a large family with 3 sisters and spent all her time in East Greenville, Pennsylvania. Sabrina's family was middle class, and the truth is that she was never in need. Her mother was a vocalist in her youth, and her father even formed a band. But then their careers went in different directions, and now it's clear why Sabrina became so obsessed with music. So from the age of 6, she was a true fan of music and dancing. She wanted to develop her talent, and Sabrina's relatives supported every step of her way, so they helped her record covers and even allowed her to make some funny sketches.
I went to animal communication school. Trust me, we like tight. Meow.
And this probably played a really important role in Sabrina's career. And even though Sabrina Carpenter has billions of fans, there are actually thousands of people who tried to cancel her. Some people on TikTok even said that Sabrina is rude in real life and acts nothing like her public image.
Sabrina Carpenter was probably one of the rudest humans that we've had. She came in, she had a comp table, and the first thing and only thing she said to us was, "Where is my booze?" So that was really disappointing, and she did not tip, and we were very disappointed. We thought she was gonna be really nice.
So right after that, everyone went wild at Sabrina, and it's hard to imagine how many hate and terrible comments there were, because people from all sides were shouting things like, "Sabrina gives that energy," and "It's obvious some of y'all forgot who the blonde girl in driver's license was."
How long y'all think we got until people start hating on Sabrina Carpenter for no reason? Maybe 3 months, honestly. Like, how long before we start hearing like, "Oh, I never liked her"?
But actually, Sabrina handled it the funniest way possible, because she simply commented, "Delete this" under the TikTok. But the next thing is something next level crazy, because Sabrina Carpenter is worth over $100 million, and her short and sweet tour is printing her cash. And this money is literally unleashing her, so she spends it without thinking on some of the craziest things you can imagine, like an incredible $4.4 million Hollywood Hills home she bought in 2023. The house itself was built in the early 1920s and has been restored multiple times. But Sabrina is also obsessed with jewelry, because at the 2025 Grammys, she appeared wearing a necklace with an 80-carat diamond that's valued at about $1 million for a single piece. But Sabrina is being hated by some of the biggest celebrities in the world, because besides Olivia Rodrigo, the girl's eternal enemies also include Central C. They accidentally sat together at a fashion show, and Sabrina was definitely acting a bit off.
Thank you.
And not only Central C, but Travis Scott too. He absolutely hates Sabrina for blocking his album Days Before Rodeo from hitting #1, because Sabrina was promoting her album Extremely Active that week, just to block Travis. And probably because Sabrina's fans openly hate Travis too. But little do people know that Sabrina has an unimaginable number of allergies.
Allergic to... I've been dying to talk about this, because all my friends forget. Every time I'm like, I'm allergic to apples and almonds. Apples and almonds. They're like, okay, cool. So I like see them the next day and they're like, "Sabrina, I got you these almonds if you want," like, or like, "I just made almond butter."
And with that many allergies, she somehow managed to fit in the 1% of the people with the most allergies on the planet. And with a list like that, she could die at any moment.
I'm also slightly allergic to dogs and my cats as well. And peaches. Oh, I forgot the main one. Metal. It's a really random one, like nickel. Like, I'm allergic to metal. So like anytime like I wear like fake jewelry, really expensive things, anytime I wear fake jewelry, like I break out and my ears bleed, essentially.
And everyone knows that Sabrina's concerts are always fun and really exciting. Sabrina has a unique outfit for every single show, so you never know what she wears under that towel. But even here, there had to be some drama, because when Sabrina was performing at Outside Lands Festival, she managed to finish her show until something wild happened.
Thank you, Outside Lands. I'm gonna go to bed.
So as a result, she got burned, and if she stepped just a few inches more, it could give her an early trip to heaven. But the next one might be the most unexpected thing about Sabrina I know, because who could believe that Sabrina has never eaten McDonald's in her entire life?
Oh no. Oh no! I've never had McDonald's before in my whole life, and I can't have this. I told myself I couldn't.
And there were rumors that Sabrina wouldn't eat McDonald's until she'd win a Grammy. But even after she did, she still haven't tried Mickey D's, so nobody still knows what achievement Sabrina was talking about.
I have like a very specific goal that I have to reach before I have McDonald's. Can't.
What is the goal?
It's like a personal goal, you know? It's like once I do a certain thing or like reach a certain thing, then I'll like go to celebrate.
Talking about Sabrina's achievements, there are actually some really crazy ones, because she is literally the shortest celebrity to ever win a Grammy in history of Earth. Sabrina is only 4 feet 11 inches tall, and sometimes it leads to funny moments, like when she tried to hug Taylor Swift, who is an entire foot taller than Sabrina. But here's Sabrina standing next to Omar Apollo, who is over 6 feet 6 inches tall. And also, being so short and pretty was actually the main reason she named her album Short and Sweet. And getting back to concerts, Sabrina always adds a twist to every single one of them. And I'm talking about her arrests. Because before performing Juno, Sabrina finds the prettiest person in the crowd and throws them a pink handcuffs, saying that they're being arrested for being too hot. And sometimes the people who get arrested are entitled celebrities.
I'm so flustered. Dios mío, where are you from?
I'm from Miami, baby.
And Domingo wasn't the only one, because Millie Bobby Brown also wasn't safe from Sabrina's handcuffs.
Oh, I can't get up. This girl is so hot. Who are you? What is your name?
But next thing about Sabrina is actually insane, and I couldn't even believe it at first, because you might not even notice that you were listening to Sabrina Carpenter every day, and I'm not even talking about her music. So everyone knows that she was working at Nickelodeon, but little do people know that in addition, she's been very active as a voice actor for their animated movies.
Who did Sabrina Carpenter voice in Phineas and Ferb? I was just like a small guest role. I went in for the day, and it was kind of like one of my first voiceover jobs. So I have no idea. If you find it, let me know.
But not only she voiced characters in Phineas and Ferb and Murphy's Law, turns out she also had over a dozen of voice acting roles in her past.
Mom and Dad are gonna be worried sick. Your button knows the way you chew your toes.
But we have to go back to Sabrina Carpenter's concerts. People have been talking about her towel outfit so much, but almost nobody knows how she actually created it.
We found an old reference of someone doing it with a jacket, and she basically reveals the jacket, and inside the jacket it's the same color as the dress. So then once we started to create the introduction for the show, I really wanted to be in a towel, but I was like, oh, that means I gotta be naked under there. I don't wanna be naked. It's a lot of work.
And when she first thought about it, the idea stuck with her for a really long time. So she made all her stylists work really hard to bring it to life, because she was sure it would blow everyone's mind.
Then we thought about doing a strapless corseted bodysuit to hide, you know, and then the towel is the reveal of the show, and it makes it fun every night for people to see what color I'm gonna come out in. I think the towel was the only outfit we had for a long time.
And it absolutely did its thing. All fans were shocked and loved it immediately, and the media quickly picked it up too. So, since 2024, it has become the main twist at all of her concerts. And the next thing is actually pretty sad, because it looks like Sabrina is stuck with her role of being a Nickelodeon actress, even after she won a Grammy.
Did having that label as being a Disney actor, was that a disadvantage?
I don't want to sound ungrateful. It was not a disadvantage. You know, I'll still have articles that come out that's like Disney star. It's like it's been 10 years.
People even think Sabrina doesn't even write her own songs, which was debunked by Sabrina many times. So apparently for some people, she will forever remain just an actress from Disney who sings some childish songs. And Sabrina Carpenter is extremely disciplined, because she basically never stopped her show. But even beyond that, she's always kind and mindful toward her fans. So there was only one time in her entire career where she had to stop performing.
Will you tell me your story?
Long story short, this is a long story, but back in 2020, I was talking to this guy, and he was driving, and he fell asleep at the wheel. He crashed into a tree. I was unconscious for 8 hours. He left me there and went home.
And the arena went quiet because everyone was shocked. The story was absolutely insane and over the top, but this was only the beginning of it.
So that was crazy. Everyone say we're glad you're okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you got back. Did you block him on Instagram? Yeah, he's blocked. He's just blocked.
And not only Sabrina is funny in some of her songs, but she's actually a brilliant comedian in real life too. And here are a few moments of that.
Dye her eyebrows? So that's crazy. Someone look that up, because they were like, they're too dark, I don't buy it. Unfortunately, they're natural.
I'm Sabrina Carpenter, and today I'm going to show you how to host the ultimate short and sweet listening party. Let's go. Number 1, keep your guest list short and sweet. Hot people only.
And lots of Sabrina Carpenter's songs are not for kids, including her song Please Please Please. And when this mom was singing it while doing her makeup, her 2-year-old daughter said something very unexpected.
I beg you don't embarrass me.
What the
Please, please, please.
And this might seem crazy, but Sabrina took this one really serious. She made a clean version of the song just on the next day and commented, "So sorry, I just dropped a clean version of the song." And final one is hilarious, cause like every other celebrity, Sabrina has a really strong character that she never breaks, until she went to Stephen Colbert, who accidentally cursed in front of millions of viewers, which not only made Sabrina break the character, but basically left her speechless.
It's a simple question, Miss Carpenter. Do you not with the nog?
They told me I can curse backstage and I forgot because usually people are telling me not to curse. And so I came out here and it looks like a church a little bit in here.
It really does, doesn't
So
it?
I was like, don't curse the Lord's upon us. And I was like, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And you just did that.
I just did do that, yeah.
I do with the nog, now that you mention it.
And we gotta love Sabrina Carpenter for that.